I grew up in a Catholic household, right? Mass on Sunday, learnt the catechism, learnt the basics, you know, as a child. Didn't understand a word of it, it didn't matter. That was like learning 3 times table. You don't understand it, you just learn it by rote, okay? And that's what I call a strong container. Quite conservative, and it's a great place to start. It's not a great place to end, actually, but it's a great place to start because it gives you an identity, you know. Then art school, because I'm an artist. Then London, in the 60s, you can imagine. Won't go into that, you can imagine. Fill in the dots, fill in the gaps. And I didn't practice, I lapsed from my faith. I didn't go to mass, you know. Just didn't seem to need to. And I used to come here in this very building because I was recommended it, actually, because working in London, it was quite stressful. So somebody said, well, I go to Prinknash Abbey and it's a great place to go, you know, and you know, they don't preach at you, they're just these monks who do their thing, and as in the 60s they do their thing and I did my thing. So I came here. No idea, thought of being a monk. I had a girlfriend and I had an art career, I had this, that and the other, you know. And no thought of being a monk. In fact, why would I? Everything was going for me, you know. I was 25, 23, 24. Until one day, this other guest who I used to pal up with, we used to meet up here. He says, you seem to like it here. He says, have you ever thought of joining up? I was horrified. My inner reaction was outrage. I did protest too much. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I was fighting it. I mean, I just tried to push it away. Tried to get into all this other stuff. Push it away, push it away, push it, and it would not be quiet. It just kept on. And the more I tried to push it away, it's like, you know, trying to push a thought away, like trying to kick a dog away, as yapping, you know, the more you kick it, the more it yaps, you know. Well, this thought was just so pressing on me. In the end, I thought, I've got to try this for my own sanity, because I was cracking up here, you know, because I was divided, I was conflicted. So I came and said, could I have a go? And they said, yeah. And the rest is history. I'm not saying that after I entered that was the answer, because I sort of did long for the flesh pots of Cheltenham, as it were, the art school and all that. But I could see the shortcomings of them too. I could see both the shortcomings of the monastery and the shortcomings of doing the thing out there. And both had shortcomings and both had pluses. None of them should be condemned. They were both good. But that wasn't the point. The point was, where was I being called to? And it's not in the sense, in the end, and this goes against the whole modern thing of choice. It wasn't my choice. Of course, I had to assent to it, but I was being called. I wasn't doing the running here. And I had to say either yes or no, which was a choice, but it's more an assent. If you're called to something, it's not kind of really a choice. It's not 6 and 1 and 6 of this. You can't say, well, you know, art school would be good for these 6 points and you know, the monastery would be good for these 6 points. Where does that leave you, you know? It's a deeper thing than rational thought. It's a question of the heart. And the reason I joined here was because I fell in love with this community.